I'm Mackenzie Ford and joining me today are...
Hello, I'm Ellie.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Louise.
In today's show we're going to be talking about the latest celebrity gossip like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and Maura Higgins and Chris Taylor confirming their relationship. Later on in the show we'll be talking all about films from our favourites and least favourites and new upcoming films and series releasing soon. We're going to start off today's show with I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The new series in North Wales has been on our screens for nearly 2 whole weeks, which means the public are now voting for celebrities to lead the show. The first to leave was Holly Arnold and the second was Ruthie Henshall. Sorry if I have spoiled that for you. But I will not spoil who left last night. My first question for you, Leah, is what did you think about the first two leaving? Did you think it would be them?
To be honest with you, I've hardly actually watched the series
Neither have I.
altogether. I've watched the first 5 episodes, like the first 5 days
I'm
when you're
obsessed
first
with it.
getting into it.
I'm
No,
obsessed
I've
with
really, I missed one day, meant to catch up on it, and then
you
didn't,
just get
and
behind.
then you get behind on so many days. I just haven't got into it this year. So
Did you
I don't
think
know.
that them two girls were going to leave first?
I didn't expect Holly to leave first. I think I kind of expected I've seen the 2 people leave. That's where I'm up to at the minute. And I saw who left last night, but I didn't actually watch the whole episode. Didn't expect Holly to leave first, but I don't know.
I am surprised about that, to be honest. I
Yeah.
didn't really see much of her in the show, I feel like she was
She
kind
didn't
of
get much airtime.
quiet and she didn't do many trials. But Louise, what do you think of the show as a whole? Because obviously it's not in the jungle anymore, and does it meet up to your expectations?
Well, yeah, I've not really even watched it this year because I've watched the first 2 episodes and then I got bored of it. I'm not gonna lie.
God, I'm actually loving it. What the hell?
I think it's just because I'm seeing it and it's not the jungle, like it's not what you're used to.
Yeah.
But I think the show on a whole is like really good. Obviously, everyone loves it. The trials.
Yeah.
But this year,
I've seen a lot saying that, like all the celebrities aren't very good celebrities this year. I don't
I think
mind the
they're-
lineup.
I think
the lineup's quite
And
good.
to be
to be
honest,
fair.
I knew most of the people in there. Everyone's saying, "Oh, I didn't know this one, that one." I'm googling them, and I thought I actually do.
I actually know
I think
most
it's
of
a
it.
funny group, especially
Yeah.
Shane. I think he's
Yeah.
really funny, and Jordan as well. I think they're really funny.
Definitely.
But it does still have the I'm a Celebrity
feel
to
to
it.
I don't know if it does.
I think it
Yeah,
does. They still have the
no.
trials. And
But I've seen
Yeah.
loads of complaints online. And
Yeah.
apparently, like the whole set is like fake. So
Well, I saw that in last night's episode. The little bit that I did watch, I saw like all of the lights on the
you
ceiling,
see
and I
that all the
thought,
time.
oh, they're not in like a. It looks like they're just sleeping on a set. It
That's the
don't
thing,
feel
because at
like
least-
they're in the jungle.
yeah, at least in the jungle, like they don't have all the lights and everything. It's just open. So if it
Yeah.
rains at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah. Ellie, do you think the show is producing good trials? Have you watched it first of all?
I mean, I've watched a few episodes, but I haven't watched them all. Like, I would say I'm definitely not as much of a fan of it this year than I usually am. Like, I usually
Yeah.
watch it like religiously every single year. But I do think like they're a lot easier, like the trials this year, and
Yeah,
everything
I
like
think
that.
so as well.
Yeah.
Because I think some of them are a little bit horrific. Like the ones where their heads are in like the
Yeah, the
dome
eating
things.
trials as
Yeah,
well,
the eating
they're
trials.
bad.
But aside from that, like I think it was Victoria or someone like that did a trial where she was literally going into each of them, and I thought that's so easy. Like it didn't seem like I'm a Celebrity. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Russell did do a trial last night. I'm not going to spoil it, but he did have a hard time during this trial. I mean,
yeah.
I saw the teaser trailer for this, and it did look really good. I feel like the
Yeah.
trials are going to get better and better. The one with Shane Ritchie and what's the other girl's name with the curly hair?
Jessica.
Jessica. They did a drinking trial. and
Oh,
I
I've
swear-
seen the
I
pictures.
didn't
of
see
it.
that.
That was the funniest trial I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We are now going to move on to the Love Island stars Maura Higgins and Chris Taylor. After months of near constant speculation and rumours, Maura and Chris have finally confirmed that they are dating. The new couple took to Instagram on last Tuesday night to post identical loved up snaps taken by the pool in Dubai. Chris followed suit, writing, "Turns out I fell in love with my best mate," which is pretty cute. However, the Irish beauty's ex, Curtis Pritchard, says he feels stabbed in the back and betrayed by both of them. Now, Louise, what do you think of the couple as a whole? Do you think they're a good match?
Well, I think they are because I watched the coming out show sort of thing like after Love Island during lockdown, and obviously she was round his house with all the other boys from Love
I
Island.
didn't really expect it, to be honest.
I think you never really at first, but then obviously over time they've like been doing more things with each other and they've been hanging out.
I think they were like best friends before then, obviously.
Yeah.
Which I think is nice in a way, because like they've sort of built up that friendship first, and then just obviously gain them feelings over
I
time.
feel like, I don't know, I feel like Curtis is just kind of trying to muscle in and get a little
That's
bit of
what I was
airtime.
going to ask you.
I don't
Do you think
actually
it's
feel
right
it.
that he's feeling hurt?
No,
No.
because apparently there was speculation anyway that he cheated on her and stuff like
But
that.
he denied that, he just
yeah,
kept
he's
denying
denied
it.
it, but she hasn't. So I don't know. I don't mind it. I think he's so funny, Chris. I
Yeah.
think, and she's quite nice, Maura.
Yeah, I feel like he feels betrayed because they're both his mates, his ex.
Yeah,
But it's life.
Yeah.
literally.
Ellie, what do you think? What is your opinion on public relationships?
I think like they have a very low success rate from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's it must be really really hard to have like a relationship, especially if they're like the two parties involved are both in the spotlight, because obviously there's always going to have someone's opinions about it, and I feel like that must be really really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd love having a celebrity
No.
public relationship, but some celebrities do make it work, like Molly May and Tommy Fury.
I think it
Yeah.
just depends
Yeah.
how much you show, like how
Yeah.
much you tell the public.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also how strong you are as a couple. It's got to be, because Molly
Yeah,
May
definitely.
and and Tommy Fury, they do seem quite like
Close.
yeah, they just seem really just loved up. They're
Yeah.
really cute, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
coming up,
definitely.
we'll be discussing our favourite and least favourite films and series, and even revealing to you some new upcoming films. We will see you after the break.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. Don't know, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. Don't know, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, crabs in the bucket can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want?
At Hey Car, we have the best quality cars, all with a warranty. Hey, buying a car never felt so good.
We're Mind, the mental health charity. We're here for anyone with a mental health problem in England and Wales. We work nationally and locally. Nationally, we give advice and support to anyone who needs it. We campaign to improve services and speak out to raise awareness too. We're funded by donations, grants and profits from our charity shops. If you donate or fundraise for Mind, 85p of every pound goes to our charitable activities. On the High Street, we have over 150 shops selling clothes, books and toys. They give away free mental health information booklets to anyone who needs them. In communities, we have a network of over 140 local Minds, independent charities that raise their own funds and have their own trustees. Local Minds deliver mental health services to hundreds of thousands of people each year. Being local, they understand their community and tailor their services in response. We work in partnership with our local Mind network, delivering high-quality services to everyone who needs them. Together with our shops and our local Mind network, we are Mind.
wake-up call. Our health matters. Truth is, extra weight piles on extra pressure. So it's harder to fight. Fight cancer, fight heart disease, fight COVID-19. It's time for a reset, restart, kickstart. Let's do more, different, better. Let's wake up, get up, and shake up. Slip up, trip up, and go again.
Come on, Barney!
For help and support to lose weight, go to nhs.uk/betterhealth. Better Health. Let's do this.
Now going to be discussing our favourite and least favourite films and why. Let's start off with Ellie.
Well, I definitely would say that I'm more of a like romance genre kind of person. Definitely like Titanic, The Notebook.
What do you
those
think
kind
about
of
The
films.
Notebook?
I've only managed to watch it once. Can't bring myself to do it again. Honestly, can't do it. It's so sad. Like I can't
no,
do
it's
it.
one of my favourites. I could watch it over and over again. I feel
Yeah.
like that with The Theory of Everything, though.
Yeah.
That is such a sad film.
I haven't actually
Every
managed to
romance
see
film
that
is though. I feel like
Yeah,
you always
there's always
end
some
up
sort of
crying.
tragic.
Yeah.
With this film now, I did not expect the ending to be
Yeah.
like that.
No.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to spoil it,
that
but
was so
it
sad.
was.
Because obviously
It's
you
just
watch the
tragic.
start and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is a cute film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gets to the end and you're like, it blows your mind a bit.
Oh,
when you sort of
definitely.
find out the
It
whole
is so
story.
cute. But
Yeah.
it's just
I
so
remember
sad.
when I
Yeah.
watched it, I remember saying to like my mum, I was like, I'm gonna end up crying at the end of this, and I could
just
just
sob.
tell.
And you were sobbing instead,
Yeah.
not just crying.
yeah, no, it was definitely like one of them.
Titanic's another like classic love.
It
Yeah.
really is, but it's so long.
It's like 3 hours
yeah,
long.
it's
Yeah.
such a long film.
I know.
So I think once you've watched it once, you just get bored.
Yeah, like I can watch bits of it. Like it was on the telly the other day, so I put it on whilst I was pottering around. But I don't know if I could actually sit there for 3 hours, especially because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think once you've seen it once, you've
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, Leah, do you have any other genres that you like?
I don't know. I quite like. I love a musical. I love Grease and things like that. I could watch that over and over
You
again.
said you like Mamma Mia as well, but
Yeah.
did you like the new one that came out?
I actually really did. I went to see it in the cinema because you know when you think you can't not watch it because I
Yeah.
really loved
Yeah.
Mamma Mia, the first one, and I thought I hope they don't ruin that for me though. So I went and watched it in the cinema, and it was so good. I was really impressed. Yeah.
Louise, what do you think about horror films? Have you got any favourite horror films?
Not a favourite one because I don't even like watching them that much. I can watch them sort of with someone if it's not too late.
Yeah.
But they're not my go-to films.
No.
I quite like thrillers, like 47 Metres Down. That's a
Oh,
really good film.
yeah.
It's not really horror, but it's more of a thriller. But
It's just you're so
that's
on
really
the edge
good.
of your seat,
Yeah.
thinking, "Oh my god."
yeah, there was one that
Yeah.
you didn't expect to be scary.
Oh my god! I
What
watched
was
one
it
the other
called?
day. It was called Underwater or something like that. It had Kristen Stewart in, the one from Twilight, and I put it on. It was about 12 o'clock at night, and I'm thinking, "Oh yeah, I'll put this on."
This is
Thinking
gonna
it was
be
going
a
to be
nice
quite
one.
nice, and I put it on, and I just was sitting there thinking, "What am I watching the whole time?" It was just so scary. It was horrible, and I was on my own. I'm thinking, "This is not."
But then you're thinking
But
you
you know
can't
when
turn
you
it off.
can't turn it off, exactly.
Yeah.
I have to know what happens. And the ending weren't even that good, so I thought, was
What's
it a
that?
waste of 2 hours?
What even is it about?
It was basically in the Mariana Trench, you know that really deep bit of water?
Yeah.
And it was like about scientists going down, and there was like all of these creatures that they don't know, and like getting into this tunnel thing that they was in. Oh, it's just
It sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Well, we may now be adding some more favourites to the list, as there are many new upcoming films and series from The Suicide Squad and No Time to Die. Let's start off with the new film, The Suicide Squad. This is an upcoming American superhero film based on the DC Comics anti-hero team, The Suicide Squad. It is intended to be a soft reboot and standalone sequel to Suicide Squad, made in 2016, and the 10th film in the DC Extended Universe. The Suicide Squad is scheduled to be released in the UK on August 6, 2021, and here is the teaser trailer for the new film.
I think it's going to surprise people.
You kind of sit there and go, how did they do that?
It's going to be different from any superhero movie ever made.
There's no one better in the world to direct the Suicide Squad than James Gunn.
I was excited with an opportunity to be able to do the Suicide Squad in the way it could be done from my point of view.
This one is completely unique. This is a gritty 1970s war movie combined with the brilliance of James Gunn's characters and comedy.
You need your director to set the vibe.
The Suicide Squad is just a twisted fantasy of characters.
Within each of our characters, there's a certain beauty. Within most of them. Some of them are just pretty crappy through and through.
Be like a douchey Captain America.
The guy who believes in peace at any cost, no matter how many people he needs to kill along the way.
Okay, I got it.
Don't ever settle back like you think you know where this is going, because you don't.
As soon as you have some sense about what's about to happen next, James comes in.
Everyone's exploding. Genitals, heads, arms, legs.
It's like a big, massive graphic novel brought to life.
This is by far the biggest movie I've ever made.
I don't think that you know what to expect.
Don't get too attached.
This has been truly the greatest, most exciting journey of my life making this film. Cut. That was great.
Leah, what did you think of the first Suicide Squad, and did you think they'd bring out a new one?
I actually really liked the first one. I thought it was quite, it weren't your typical like superhero film
Yeah,
and
it's all
things like
villains,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah, so I thought it was really good.
Yeah, Louise.
Get the names right.
Have you got a favourite character?
It's got to be Harley Quinn. I think she's.
I feel like she's like the main one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Because she's such like a good like female figure for like other girls to look at.
I think there is some new characters in this new one though, and I haven't ever seen them before. And I don't think the Jokers.
I think that's what everyone's.
No, that's the thing. I feel like that's one of the reasons that I really enjoyed the first one, because the cast was so good and they played the role so well.
Yeah, especially Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn.
But I saw John Cena's in it, which will be good because he does play like the comedy role quite well. But I know he's in Fast and Furious coming up
He's
as well,
in a
so
lot
that would
of
be good to
films.
see him in like more of a serious kind of role.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Ellie, what do you think of Harley Quinn as a character? Do you think she's a strong, independent character?
Yeah, definitely. I think it needed to happen a lot sooner within the industry.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they was to change the actress who played her, I think they would find it really, really difficult because she's been playing her for like, what is about 3 years now?
Yeah.
So I think it would be very difficult for them to kind of switch like the role, because I feel like she just brings so much more to the character. Like I haven't actually watched anything of like Suicide Squad or like the DC world that hasn't actually had her play that character. So I think for me it'd be very difficult to watch.
Yeah. Well, moving on to another big film releasing in 2021, No Time to Die. This film is a forthcoming spy film and the 25th instalment in the James Bond film series, produced by Eon Productions. The film features Daniel Craig in his 5th and final outing as the fictional British M16 agent James Bond. No Time to Die is scheduled to be released on the 2nd of April 2021. Its release was delayed twice from an initial April 2020 date due to the COVID pandemic. We're now going to show you the trailer for the new Bond film.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. You just didn't get to yours yet.
The world is arming faster than we can respond. Where's 007?
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You were 00?
2 years. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
I thought you two would get along.
Name?
Bond.
James Bond.
So you're not dead?
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
It's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control,
I'm not going to lose.
control.
James, you gave up everything for her. When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
What is it?
You don't know what this is.
James Bond. License to Kill. History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
Now, I think this looks like a really good James Bond film, but Louise, do you think they're going to carry on with them, or do you think they're going to have to stop at some point?
I love this question because I've never seen the film.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've never seen any of the films, but I think if they can carry on the storyline, then yeah, for all means, like carry on the film.
How many have they got? Does anyone know?
Oh, there's been like
25,
20, yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez,
There
like
has been a lot.
But there's literally been like 9 different actors that have played him.
For me, though, I have watched the films because my dad loves James
So you're
Bond.
a fan of
Yeah,
them?
well, I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I do go
You
and see
enjoy
them because
him.
my dad will force us all to go and watch them with him. But I think after seeing them, like the different actors and things like that, Daniel Craig is definitely, for me, the best actor. So I feel like, because this is his last film, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more difficult to kind of. I wonder who's going to play Bond next.
It'll definitely be such a good film like this one, because I think because it is his last film, they're going to make it such a big film.
Yeah.
Who else played James Bond? Do you know?
Oh, don't do that to me.
That's
I'm
the thing.
terrible with names.
We wouldn't be able to name another actor that's played him because we always just
Is he the
associate.
best one then?
I actually do
'Cause
know
I've
the
never
names
seen
though.
it.
Oh, I would say so. Yeah, definitely. I
You
feel
just
like he's just got
associate
that
him.
kind of face as well. You know, it's all very
Yeah.
serious and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
I get what you mean. Well, we're going to move on to series now. And Leah, we're going to start with you. We're going to have to do this quick, but have you got any series that you're loving at the moment?
well,
I think we all
definitely.
know one.
Yeah, we all know what I'm going to say. Definitely The Crown. It's my favourite.
I think you've got everyone obsessed with it.
I
definitely
actually-
me.
well, I
Like,
hope I am.
Definitely me
it
as
took
well.
me a while. It took me a while to get into it, but now I'm obsessed.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I know you
obsessed.
said you was going to skip, and I thought no.
So have you watched them all
Persevere
now?
with
Have you gone
I
back?
watched season 4, gone back to season 2.
Oh god.
How have you done that? Oh my
No,
god.
see my brain would be all confused about
Yeah,
that.
because there's the different actors as well. I feel like I've watched it once before, loved it, was waiting for season 4. And then season 4 came out and I thought, you know what, on the lead up, I'm going to kind of re-watch them. So I did, and I just thought season 4 was great. It was quite hard to watch at times though, because you forget almost that
No
it's
spoilers.
based on it. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not going to spoil anything. But you forget that it's actually based on real life. And
Yeah,
then
I
when
get
you
what you
think
mean.
about that after, like I watched a documentary about Diana, and it just, you feel like quite just sad after it, really.
It's sad. Well, there is a new series coming to Netflix, and I think everyone watching will know what this series is. And this is Stranger Things season 4. Now, I don't think I need to explain what Stranger Things is, but if you've never seen it before, it is an American science fiction horror television series that stars many young actors such as Millie Bobby Brown, Finn Wolfhard, and Noah Schnapp, and many more. The new season did have a release date, but due to the pandemic, they are now trying to push it further. But we are now going to show you the teaser trailer for the new season, and for those who haven't seen it before, it might be a bit confusing, so I recommend watching the previous seasons to get on the same page as everyone else. Here is the trailer. Louise, do you think they have spoiled this trailer or the whole thing?
Yeah, in a way.
I
mean,
so,
I love
definitely.
Stranger Things, but that's the thing, because the way season 3 ended was such a big like cliffhanger, and left everyone like, I was sobbing at the end of season 3.
I didn't even think it was a cliffhanger. I just thought, oh my god, he's full on
that's
his
it.
side.
Like,
To be fair, I
definitely.
did think he went into the Upside Down. Like, he's
well, I
been
thought there's a
sucked
chance
into
that
it.
he's not dead because he's such a big character and such a big part of the show.
He's like the father figure for the main character. So I thought, wow, that's a bit.
That's a bit
they
bad.
killed him off. Yeah.
Yeah, it is bad that they did spoil it a bit. Like.
But I think in a way they kind of just wanted to be like, don't worry guys, he's not
I
dead.
know.
And I think when they posted it was supposed to be like a nice surprise, and then obviously lockdowns happened, but I think they didn't expect that, so they thought obviously they'd do that and then the new season will be released.
Yeah. But that's all we have time for today. We want to thank you all for tuning in for today's show. We hope you enjoyed it. I also want to thank Ellie, Leah and Louise for joining me. And we'll see you next week on Lights, Camera, Action. Goodbye.